Hi, Jen here with Coldwell Banker, the Ron Brown Company. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the appraisal process and why it's done and how it's used. Especially if there's a lender involved, they will always order an appraiser to come in and look at the market conditions, look at the condition of the house, look at the community, and assign a value to that property to make sure that the loan is worth what the house is worth. They've got to be able to cover their risk. So an appraiser is going to look at sales usually within the last 6 months, usually within a mile of that property, and also with a related comp. So it means if you're buying a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, they're going to look at other 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses that sold in that immediate area. They'll also compare square footage. They'll include features like a pool, a garage, and those kinds of things to come as close as they can to that comp. Also, the age of the house is taken into consideration. So they're doing their best to find comparable properties to validate the sales price that you're paying and that the lender is underwriting. So what can go wrong? Well, sometimes we'll have an appraiser that comes in from outside the area, is not familiar with our market, and just does not place the appropriate value on the house. There's very little that you can do at that point. You can ask your lender if they will do a second appraisal. That usually means it's going to cost you more money and it's going to take more time because the appraisal is done toward the very end before closing. If you run into a problem with the appraisal, it's likely going to impact your closing date. But because of the government regulations, there's only so much that you can do to influence that appraisal process. So the best thing is right up front when you're buying the house and putting a contract on it, work with your buyer's agent to really look honestly at the comps in the area to see that what you're willing to pay for it can be justified by what the actual sales are showing. Sometimes a listing agent will not list appropriately for the market, and as the buyer, you need to be real honest about what that home would sell for given a normal market price. So if you've fallen in love with the house, you still have to step back, look at the sales comps, and make sure that what you're offering an appraiser is going to support. Once all that's passed, then you're ready to close and enjoy that new place.